Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode, or welcome to your first episode of Liv's Thoughts. Today we're talking about the fact that I'm 2 weeks free off of off of gardening, off of the weed. 2 weeks Mary Jane free. First time in 4 years. That's a lot. I took a 20-day break 2.5 years ago, but I've been smoking all day, every day for the past 4 years of my life. Yeah. I've taken a few days off, don't get me wrong, it's not been consistent every single day. I've been smoking right from the minute I wake up to when I go to bed. But I'm high at least by 10:30 a.m. every day, or used to be, until the minute I went to bed. I talked about this a lot in my addiction video, so I'm not going to really get into it, but just so you know my usage, so you can maybe compare yourself to when I was at my heaviest. I could smoke an eighth in a day and a half. It was no issue for me. I could face a joint by myself, no issue. A gram joint by myself, no issue. I could smoke a cart in 3-ish days, 3 to 4 days, like a gram cart, no problem. A heavy hitter for sure. I could outsmoke all of my friends back home. I have been told this multiple times. I have a very high tolerance. I felt like I was no longer getting high anymore. The highness went away. It just felt like normal life. And I talked to my sister about this on the phone actually today, about how I just feel this kind of strange sense of disassociation to the real world right now. I'm still learning how to be grounded in this space of not having weed as a crutch to handle my emotions, and not having weed as a crutch to feel real. I kind of still feel like I'm dreaming just a little bit, but in a good way. I feel like the past 2 weeks of my life have been the most productive 2 weeks of my life I've ever had, ever. I've gotten so much stuff done. I budgeted myself out for the first time in my life. I feel like an adult. I'm okay, not right now. My apartment is not clean right now because I just threw all my clothes on the floor. But my apartment's clean. My dishes are done. I've been cooking. I have been saving money. I haven't been mindlessly shopping and eating out. I've lost 5 pounds since I quit because I've been mindfully eating and not freaking binging every single night. So we're on a roll right now. I feel great. But now let's get to the withdrawals. What have been the downsides of quitting? Not necessarily downsides, but if you've been smoking all day, every day for an allotted period of time, honestly 6 months or more, you are going to have withdrawal symptoms, but they're not what's it called? They're not quitting alcohol where you're shaking and crying, and we all seen the videos of people quitting alcohol before, or rehab things. Not the same vibe, but the boredom, the cold sweats, the not being able to really eat and feeling nauseous around eating have been very difficult for me. I'm not gonna lie. Cold sweats have been the weirdest thing so far. I hate it. I wake up every single night sweating my ass off, even though I'm freezing. I'm so cold, but I'm literally drenched in sweat. Sorry to be gross, but literally drenched in sweat. Sometimes I break out into just sweating, and even though I'm shaking, freezing, because it's so cold in Austin, Texas right now. It's literally 30 degrees outside. So that has definitely been annoying. Getting cold sweats, not a fun thing. I really dislike that, but they're starting to cool down. The first week was really, really bad with them. Now it's not so much. It's just mainly when I'm sleeping. I'll be sweating when I'm sleeping, but when I'm awake, not so much anymore. The second physical change I've noticed, I can't poop. TMI. I can't go to I'm constipated. Literally, I'm constipated as frick. And you guys did give me a lot of good tips for constipation, and I will just say this: I used to have a laxative abuse issue, so I did mess up my gut quite a bit. So a lot of the tips that you guys have been trying are just not enough punch for me. I'll say that. I need a tube down there to just shove that shit out, to be honest with you. Sorry, disgusting, but I am gonna try some MCT oil tomorrow. I'll let you guys know if it works. Stay updated on the TikTok. We'll see. I've been doing a TikTok update every single day. Anyways, back to the other things. The most serious withdrawal I've had, though, has been my anger and sadness. If you guys did not know, I have borderline personality disorder. I got off my meds at the beginning of September. I've been on my meds now for 4 months, and it has been a journey of not being on meds, but I'm learning how to handle my emotions sober. I've had a lot of crying breakdowns. I've had a lot of anger. I've had a lot of times where I've had to hang up the phone on people because I can't talk. I've spent so much time alone, and I'm someone, personally for me, and I know this is not the same for a lot of people, I love to be alone. I love my alone time. I love to be by myself. I don't like to talk to a lot of people. My job is very physically demanding and also just like mentally draining because I'm a CrossFit coach. I coach people. Like I have to make personal connections for my job, and I love it. Like it's my favorite thing to do in the world. But having friends right now in my life, and I hate to say, is not for me. While quitting, I can't really have friends right now. Like I can have acquaintances and stuff like that, but hanging out with people one-on-one, I just don't have the energy for. I want to come home. I want to rest. I want to read my book. I want to be in bed. I want to spend time alone. I want to work out. Like I want to be alone, and I appreciate it. And that has been something that I think, because I know I'm very different with my want to be alone than a lot of other people are. But I really recommend, if you're struggling with sadness or anger or whatever, don't try to be around people. Deal with it by yourself. Journal about it. Craft about it. Like whatever you need to do, paint. Like get that anger out in a physical form that is not talking. I cannot explain. Or if it is talking, talk to yourself on your camera and just talk to yourself, and like you can rewatch it. And I dealt with a lot of emotions by filming myself and then rewatching them back to really rationalize what I was feeling. It has helped me so much with my BPD, especially in my times of manic episodes where I'm like kind of tweaking on 10, and I'll look back and I'm really like, is that really a correct feeling of how I should be feeling right now? Like, is that actually appropriate for the way I reacted to the situation? And it allows me to be a little bit more introspective when it comes to the way I act. So I've just spent a lot of time alone by myself since I've stopped smoking, and I appreciate spending time alone. Like I really do love to be alone. And so I encourage you, if you are struggling with anger, especially with quitting, or irritability, take this time to be by yourself. Take it to be by yourself. Punch your pillow, get it out in a different way, but don't put it onto other people. And if you need help to talk to someone, like therapy exists, good friends exist. If you have someone you're telling that you are quitting with, like, or that didn't really make sense. If you have a support system, even if it's just one person that you told you're quitting and that you have an addiction or like whatever it may be, have that person to lean on, and have that be a person that really wants to help you get better and see you get better. I personally have a lot of friends that smoke. I can't be around them right now. Like I much love, and to my friends that are out there, I love you guys, but I can't be around you right now because I don't want to be in the environment that makes me want to go back to my old ways. So like my friend that does smoke out here, like we just went out to dinner the other night. I was like, we can't hang out before. Like I love you to death, but like I can't hang out with you before. I need to just go to dinner, and like that's gonna be our hangout. I can't go to your house because you have weed at your house. We're gonna smoke if I'm there. So I'm just trying to separate myself from the temptation of it. And a lot of times that is reevaluating the people we're friends with. And it is really hard, but I just think spending time alone that was such a long segment about being alone. Next up, my boredom. I've been bored. Like any time that I was bored, I would just smoke instead of being bored. Be bored. Read a book. You can read. You can watch a YouTube video. Like, do something to better yourself. Like, if you are quitting, especially like weed, but if you are quitting, take time to use this to better yourself. Cook, be a chef, go bake, go work out, go work on yourself. Like, use this as an opportunity to kickstart a new life for yourself. And even if you are someone that, okay, I'm not reading that. Sorry, I keep getting notifications. If you're someone that is trying to better yourself and quitting because you want to better yourself, to literally like go to a yoga class. There's free yoga. I promise you there's probably a free yoga class in your town somewhere. go to free yoga. Start there. If you're not someone that likes to work out, I highly recommend starting with yoga. If you are someone that likes to work out, go to a workout class. Find a community of people that are like sober individuals. Like they will kick your ass working out, and you will, it's such a blast. Like I have been so much more focused with my training and my eating and like everything. I'm using this as a catalyst to start a new life for myself and become a new person. Like this is a mindset shift I am making. Why I'm quitting, I know this is like weird to put this in the back of my video, but the reasons why I'm quitting, and like if you're someone that is struggling with quitting, find the reason why. Like if you can have a secure thing to stand on, it's almost like the triangle, like nah. The base needs to be your reason why. Up here needs to be the things that it was causing in your life, or like the detriments it was causing in your life. Here is the person you want to become, and up top is like, obviously because we want to better our health. Like at the end of the day, smoking is not good for you. Let's be so for real. And as a girl with a dad that is a lung doctor, I can promise you, smoking is not good for you. Like it is not good for your lungs. It is not good. Putting anything that's smoke related into your body is never good for your lungs. I don't care what any study says. I've seen way too many pictures and witnessed way too many things to ever agree with like one Google study saying marijuana is not bad for your lungs. It is. Weed is bad for your lungs. Smoke, vapor, anything is bad for your lungs. Back to the reason why. When we find our reason why, you will always have something to fall back on. I'm quitting because I don't want to be the same person next year. That's literally my reason why. I'm quitting because I have goals I want to reach. I have physique goals I have not met in my entire life that I am capable of, that I want to reach. And I'm quitting because I want to change my mindset around weed. I want to keep weed in my life, but the way I was going, it was not something that was going to be able to be kept. But if I'm allowed, if I am able and capable of changing my mindset around marijuana, I know I can smoke once or twice a week. I know I can do it. And I don't know if I talked, because I already started to film this video probably 5 different times, but I just messed up a few times. So I don't know if I said this already. A lot of people have commented about how addicts, if they try to introduce something back into their lives, they are just going to become addicts again. If you are able to change your mindset around those things, you can introduce it back into your life. I promise you. Like we always enter, like every single time I try to quit smoking, I enter my smoking era again with the same mindset I always had. This time is not the same. Like I see the benefits of my life and how productive I've been and how much more money I have saved, how much money I've made. Like so many blessings have come into my life since quitting because I feel like I've shown myself discipline and I have allowed more blessings to come into my life because I have been disciplined and I've been proving myself to be disciplined. And this has never been something I've been able to do. So I think you really allow, if you allow yourself to have a different mindset when it comes to the substance that you are abusing or addicted to, it can really change the way you view it and the way that you react to it and the way that you use it. I did this, I commented this on someone's thing about like, she's like, you're just going to turn into an addict again. Don't introduce it back into your life. Like, good luck. And I said, I used to be a damn near alcoholic, babe. Yeah. I used to be drinking all the time. Like I've had a plethora of little tiny addictions in my life that have gone so far out of control because I haven't had self-control. I learned self-control, brought it back into my life, and now I'm fine. Yeah, maybe I do black out a little bit too much. And I will say, when I drink, maybe I just need to learn my limit. But I think that's just because I'm young. Like, I haven't had enough drinking experience where I've been able to count this many shots to get me drunk, and then I'm chilling. But, like, I don't feel the need to go out every weekend. I don't feel the need to drink 4 to 5 times a fucking week anymore. I don't feel the need to do that. I'm good with being sober. Like, I haven't drank since I drank on New Year's. That was a lie. I drank a glass of wine on New Year's. But I went from going out 3 to 4 times a week, drinking 5 times a week, to now I can drink once a month. I'm fine. I changed my mindset around alcohol. Like, for real. If you This thing right here, your mouth, your words are powerful. Your mind is powerful. The way you speak to yourself is powerful. So if you are speaking to yourself in a way of like, I'm such a stoner, I'm never gonna end this, of course you aren't. Like, point blank simple, of course you're not gonna be able to quit. But if you tell yourself you're someone that's disciplined when it comes to your actions and your decisions, your everything, you can change your mind with anything. Last thing I want to send you guys off with is a book recommendation. Sorry, but I'm going to send you guys off with a book recommendation because this is my favorite book right now. And thank you to my sister who sent it to me. It's called None of This Is True. They are making a Netflix series out of it, so hang on. Grip on tight for that thing. Netflix series coming soon. The only reason I'm recommending this is because this is just the book I'm reading, and I think that reading is such a fun way to keep yourself entertained and not bored. This book, Murder Mystery, so fucking good. When I tell you this book is so good, this is my new favorite. I already ruined it. I be gripping this thing with greasy ass fingers, I'm not gonna lie. But read a book. Read a book. It's so fun. Maybe one day I'll tell my plane story, my alleged plane story on here. I'll drop the story time. I am on a no-fly list. For only a certain airline, though. Only a certain airline. Because I decided to smoke in the bathroom. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys tonight. 2 weeks off of weed. I'm so proud of myself. Beyond proud of myself, actually. So, yeah. And I'm proud of you, too. Honestly. If you are making an effort to change your life and stop smoking and better yourself, I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. This shit is not easy. Change your mindset. You can change your life. I promise you that. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll catch you in the next one. Again, if you have any video ideas for me, let me know. Drop them below. Maybe I'll do it. Love you. Bye.